first and kind of just get some background? Are you from this area originally? Did you move here? Just kind of where you're from and how you got to Holy Spirit?
Okay, so I'm actually from Posey County. I went to St. Matthew Catholic School growing up, and I've lived in Posey County my entire life. I've been in education for about 21 years. The first 14 years I was in the classroom. I taught art for middle school and high school. During that time in my personal life, my husband and I decided to foster. We had 4 sons at the time. We were just, thinking, how can we help our community? There's always so much of a need. So we started fostering, and with that, I started thinking, I think that I am meant to do something different. I just felt a calling from God saying, maybe, there's a lot of need for counseling, even in, the school system. So I started pursuing my degree in school counseling. So I got my license with that, and during that time we ended up adopting our daughter. And then in order to get a school counseling job, I had to move to work in the EVSC because there's only so many. And once you're in there, people are so passionate about helping, they don't want to leave. So I ended up working in Evansville, and that's what I've been doing the last 7 years. I was a school counselor for elementary. K through 6 is kind of what I've been doing. And then within that time, I've had a lot of great mentors, principals that were like, hey, you would be great at this, So I just felt like God was kind of speaking through people to kind of go into more of a leadership role. Not that school counseling isn't, it totally is as well. So I pursued my administrative license and didn't really look for jobs, just kind of thought God will show me a sign. Everything's always kind of worked out along the way. And this past year, my mom has been coming to sub at Holy Spirit. She is a retired teacher from Memorial. She loves the diocese, loves just, helping and being actively involved. And when she found out the job was opening up, she's like, Stephanie, you're going to love this place. You need to apply. Go apply, and if it's meant to be, God, it'll all work out. God will, lead you. And that's kind of how I got there. I just felt like God had a plan. So I'm really excited to join the Holy Spirit family, the Annunciation Parish family. So, yeah.
As far as education in the field, did you know, growing up, that that's something you want to do, or I guess when did you figure out that that was maybe the right career path choice for you?
I think it was early on for sure. I worked at our city pool. I was a lifeguard and coached the swim team, taught swim lessons, so I've always been around kids. I was a babysitter even through college. So I knew that's what I wanted to do from an early age.
As far as, you talked a little bit about it previously, but just the path to being a principal, is that something that earlier on that you had on your mind, or did it kind of just develop later on in your career, just kind of when you first started to consider that as a possibility, and did those people saying you'd be good at it kind of push you in that direction?
I would definitely say no, that was not my plan. I was really happy being a teacher and just in, a school working and, helping reach those goals that other teachers have and that, I had for the students and families, just kind of like that whole community. So no, it was not kind of my goal. I just feel like kind of as I've gotten older and progressed through different things, like life has kind of moved me there. Yeah, I feel like I've surrounded myself with a lot of positive people that kind of help guide me. So I would definitely say not early on, but here's where I'm at now because of the support and love of so many people. I feel like I'm seeing that in me, which is a good thing, and I definitely want to bring that to Holy Spirit. Bringing out the positives within our teachers. We have like an amazing staff. I've already got to meet so many people, so I'm super excited. But helping them reach their goals too, and seeing things that maybe they haven't thought of to get them where they need to be, and pray on that with them. And
you mentioned you've been at EVSC schools for the last little bit. So, is there anything specifically about coming to a Catholic school and being a principal here that you're
So I went to a Catholic school growing up. All my children have went to Catholic schools. And the thing I'm most excited about is just the family feel. It just, every time I go, pick my kids up or there's some event, we're just like a huge family. It's just smaller, not really like a corporation, but just family drawn together to help each other out. I'm super excited about that. Definitely.
You talked about, you met some of the teachers here, obviously. School will be starting relatively soon. Just kind of what the process is as far as trying to get to know all the students and families, and I guess, do you think that'll be a slower, longer process, or how do you think that's going to look for you as you start to get ingrained in here?
Yeah, I haven't met everybody yet, so I feel like, in July, I'm hoping to finish meeting all the rest of the teachers and staff members just to kind of introduce myself and get to know them a little bit. But I definitely want to jump right in. I'm a firm believer in, learning everybody's name and making everybody feel comfortable and valued. There's quite a few students, so it might take a while, but I'm excited to get out there, be in the community, and so they can see me, I can see them, and jump right in. I don't expect it to happen overnight, but I'm definitely going to put a good effort in to get those first, couple months getting to know everybody.
You mentioned the staff you have here and some who have been here a while, so do you depend on them for information, or as things come up, asking them questions if you need maybe historical context or just the way things have been in the past?
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely an asset. I am new. I'm learning so much. They're the experts. I'm here to listen and learn. I definitely want to help them grow, but they're going to, I have so much to learn from what they've already done, which I'm super excited about. I don't intend to come in and change it all up. I'm not the knower of all, but I definitely like to listen and learn and, help brainstorm ideas and work through whatever challenges arise.
Obviously, you're getting close to school year. Has it kind of set in, you taking over here as principal, or will that take the students walking in the first day, kind of where your mind's at as the school year is quickly approaching?
Right. I will say it has started to sink in, and not full force, but there's just a lot that I like to be prepared and organized, and I want to learn as much as possible before students walk through the door. But I'm sure once they walk in, it'll definitely hit a little harder. But yes, there's a lot to learn still, and I just hope that I can do the best job that they're all hoping for, and I'm excited to give it 150%. So,
do you have a certain, I don't know if philosophy is the right word, but as a principal, something that you want to focus on as in charge of the Catholic school, or just what you want families to know who are sending their kids here about community education and what they can expect to get here?
I think that all students, from whatever background, are capable of learning. I think that along the way there are sometimes, challenges, but I feel like every child deserves, and every family deserves to have a place to send their child where they get the best education possible. And I hope that all the students here and families at Holy Spirit feel that way. I think that, that takes a team. That's not one person, doing all the work. It's a team collaborating, working through things, trying new things, and involving the families. We are all one whole group that has to work together in order to succeed. That's me, the teachers, our administrative assistants, the janitors, the cafeteria. It's everybody, the families, the moms, the dads, sometimes even grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles, whoever it may be, but all of us working together for what's best for the kids.